Alright, so it looks like we have an update on the Drake versus Kendrick beef and what most likely Drake's next move will be. Now, we seen a popular partnership come about when we saw the Hotline Bling star team up with Adin Ross for the Steak versus Drake and Adin stream that was broadcast on April 13th, 2025.
Favorite song off your new album?
Greedy.
Oh, me too. The outro's beautiful.
Now, once upon a time, this was Twitch's fight to lose. Kick is turning up on Twitch with big names like Adin Ross, Felix XQC, Caitlyn, Amaranth, and Jack Dougherty. All of these much sub streamers could soon have their followers count blown out the water, with reports that Drake has signed a lucrative deal with Kick. Now, when I first seen Drake on Kick, I thought it was kind of weird because he was doing interviews with XQC and Adin Ross when his main glazer, EJ Academics, he never gave him an interview.
Constantly see why people are saying, why is he streaming with these guys? And I'm telling you the reason, but nobody likes to hear me tell you the truth. Drake is streaming with Adin or XQC, or is streaming exclusively on Kick because he has $180 million worth of reason. The rumor I got was that Drake signed a $180 million Kick deal or a Steak deal that involves him streaming once a month promoting Steak. He promotes Steak all the time. It's a gambling deal. We don't even know any artist beyond Drake that's gotten $180 million for like 2 years or whatever it is for even a record deal. But Drake is a money guy, okay? By the way, I'm not trying to make this sound good. I'm just trying to tell you what it is. The reason why they're calling Los, I believe Los has a deal over there too. Now, me and Kick, we've kind of talked, like, if I signed to Kick, I'm pretty sure he'd probably be more incentivized. I'm not saying he would. But Drake isn't just trying to stream. This is an obligation. This is a deliverable for $180 million. Okay?
But I kind of thought like that did make sense because Drake is now known as a culture vulture. So not giving back to the culture or giving back to anybody that has supported him over the years would actually fit his narrative. But back to this stream with Adin Ross. Hundreds of thousands were drawn to the stream, which gave viewers the chance to take a slice of a $1 million prize pool. This isn't Drake's first chance on Kick, notably partaking in the December 2024's Drizmas giveaway. Yeah, I said that right. Drizmas giveaway.
Off the bench, we caught the dub. W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
That involved him and Adin Ross, sponsored by the likes of Stake.com gambling firm, which the Canadian rapper apparently receives a substantial sum from. Now, Stake has been popping up a lot in Drake's life. Also, with his last tour was named I Need a Max Win Tour. Now, we've heard chirps that Stake was actually funding his tour, which is interesting because now he's also dealing with Stake during all of his gambling streams. But let's get back to this. Following reports of Drake's new Kick deal, the news started going around on social media that the rapper, real name Aubrey Drake Graham, is earning $3.4 million a week from streaming on Kick, whereas Twitch has stricter rules on gambling. Kick tends to be more relaxed. If you know, then you know. Most gambling streams, they blow up on Kick. You can find them on YouTube or Kick. Twitch has more stringent rules. Now, Hyperfresh.com reminds us that the 3.4 million weekly earnings are unconfirmed, although his previous deals aren't exactly worth more in cents. In 2022, Drake signed a LeBron-sized deal with Universal Music Group, UMG, which apparently covered everything from his music to merch and visual media projects. This was estimated to be worth in the vicinity of $400 million or more, with this music generating around $50 million per year at the time. But this is interesting because, as we all know, UMG, he's actually suing them now over the whole Kendrick versus Drake beef. He's alleging that UMG helped with bots to bring him down because he didn't want to re-sign with his deal. All of this is unconfirmed, but all of this is still being handled within the courts. Now, if you ask me, I think 3.4 million weekly adds up and it sounds about right. But if you also ask me, Drake actually signed a 360 deal with UMG, because this is no different than any other smaller artist that would sign a 360 deal where his music, his merch, his visual projects All of them are wrapped inside the deal. The only difference with Drake's 360 deal, it looks like he was given between $400 and $500 million for his 360 deal, which most average artists aren't getting. Now, further amping up the idea that Drake could be making big bucks on Kick, he said back in December 2023 that he wanted to sign a $1 billion contract. Yeah, you heard me right, $1 billion. While sitting by a pool in the tropics and boasting about how he was giving away $1 million in one event. The so-called champagne poppy said, "Kick, sign me, I'm available. $1 billion, I'm yours." Basically saying for the right price, like we know about Drake, he'll do anything. He'll steal your song, he'll disown his friends. For the right price, he would even do dirty the person that put him on, Lil Wayne. As we all know, he took Lil Wayne's girl and did whatever he wanted to her, breaking Lil Wayne's heart. So this guy is all about the money, and he doesn't care how he gets it. Drake was once said to be earning $100 million a year from Stake.com. While the finer details of the potential partnership between Drake and Kick will likely never be revealed, you can bet the platform will be splashing the big bucks to keep him on board. Whether these weekly streams continue or not, both Kick and Drake's bank balance will most likely be healthier going in the future. Here we got a couple people making some jokes. From rapper to weekly streamer, Kendrick did irreversible damage, man. And I gotta agree. If he turns into a streamer going forward, that means Kendrick most likely kicked him out of the rap game. None of his rap songs have been accepted since he's dropped them. Only his R&B songs have been accepted. His R&B album is being somewhat accepted. But back to this Kick deal. Now, do I think in the future that Drake will be a streamer? Yes. I think it's inevitable that all rappers will become streamers, because I feel like eventually the cat will be out the bag. Most artists, they're using their record label as a platform. But most artists, I think at some point will notice that they should build up their own platform. And they'll notice that they're going on their streamer's platform because they have their own platform. Well, when does an artist simply notice that, hey, if I build up my own streaming platform, I can have my platform then promote my music and I don't need the record label anymore? It's really 1+1, but we're dealing with rappers, so we don't know when they'll actually put 2 and 2 together. Now, with that being said, rappers used to diss streamers. Like, rappers used to diss people like DDG. Now they're dying to get on his platform. They used to diss people like DJ Academics. Now they beg DJ Academics for a post. If Drake were to go forward with this and become a streamer, I see it potentially bringing down the entire music industry, because then artists wouldn't need labels anymore. You can create your own platform. Now with this, will I be tuning in personally? No. I've seen enough between Drake and Adin with all the little suspect stuff going back and forth. There goes a couple clips of it.
Wait, I like this side better.
Oh, look.
I like.
You don't think I'm here? Oh, yeah, come on this side.
Thank you, because I like the chat. I got the chat right here.
Okay. And that's and we have
What is this?
surprises for you. Because you're my brother.
Thank you.
So-
Hobbs. What is it?
Well, we got you, obviously, a Carby Musk candle from Better World Fragrance House. Welcome.
Okay, it smells like you actually. Wow.
That's the point.
Oh. Yeah.
That's a box for it there.
Oh, thanks.
Part of my sinuses.
Oh.
Allergies are killing me. Springtime.
Me too, bro. Yeah. Now the weather in Toronto, by the way. What the hell? Why is this?
Shout out to React.
Me personally, I'm not somebody who has the zesty spirit in them. I tend to be more of an alpha male, somebody who is more manly. I don't do all the little suspect stuff back and forth with the bros. That was never my thing. But I see with Adin and Drake, they have the zesty spirit, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what they prefer. These are the type of men that they are. That's them. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is a good move for Drake to become a streamer? Do you think the rap game is done with Drake and becoming a streamer is actually his best bet? Or do you think this is just another way for him to make more money? Either way, I believe that streamers/rappers or rappers/streamers are here to stay. And with that being said, it's your boy What's Up G. If ain't nobody told you they love y'all, I love y'all. I'm out, y'all.